2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
That tee shot looks pretty good. Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
A birdie putt awaits.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
And gets that putt of distance to go.
Fist pumps all round. That is how you do it from outside range. That was huge.
Putting for an eagle. Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. Currently at -3 for the round. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Going with the 6-iron here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
He's in a share of 7th place.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Setting up miles from the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
This is on a stupendous line.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And back to the course with the live action. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now, surely more in his future.
Okay, so that's step 1, but now got to hold a mid-range putt. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Oh, you beauty! An eagle!
Wow, what can you say? Holing it out from the fairway. Every player loves that feeling. What a shot indeed.
Just one off the lead after that hole. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, oh, I'd say roughly 120 here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, almost went in. Wow, was that any good?
Good shot in there. I like their chances for making birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. Got to admire that talent. Just green after green in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Get excited. This could go in.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
Well, what a way to make a move to the top of the leaderboard. Leading by a shot after that hole. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Quality shot, that one. How good is this course?
This course is fascinating, would be a good way I would put it. It has quirky angles on every single shot. The tee boxes face you at a different angle that the fairway sits. The fairway faces you at a different angle than the green sit. And this is for all 18 holes. And I'm even going to throw 17 in there, even though it is the island green. This golf course that P. Dye designed
is fun, it's perplexing, and mentally it'll wear you out just as much as physically. You better bring your A game if you want to contend this week.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Oh, what a shot from the bunker. Let's take a look at the current standings.
Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
As you make the turn here at TPC Sawgrass, the 10th hole is a clever one.
Pretty basic par 4, just 424 yards from the back tee. Players take out a hybrid or a 3-wood, hit it out to the right-hand side, which will leave a short second shot. However, lots of undulations on this green, so make sure your second shot is the correct distance.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the first cut.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Looks like they're definitely going for it.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Was on a good line. Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. And they'll tap this in for birdie. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Time for the 5th shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Wow, what a save.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here on the 12th. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. Little birdie look in here.
Oh, that's a nice line. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. He's currently sitting in first place. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Now 6 shots in front after that hole. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
You like that, didn't you?
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
That's a pretty handy shot. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Choosing the 9-iron here. That was special.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
That gets the job done.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
This one is right down the pipe. Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Looks good off the blade. Oh, what a super shot.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Opting for the 6-iron. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Wow, what a shot. Wow, that would have been an albatross, the rarest of birds.
That's a great putt to make, especially for an eagle. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
That is absolutely remarkable. What a shot. That'll help make a big move. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And that will drop in for birdie.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Looking like they're going to play the fade here. Wonderfully played. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green, somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.